Hey, what's going on, everyone? So if you haven't been on the internet in a couple days, or maybe you have your bullshit filter set to 0, you might have missed the conspiracy theory going on about Wayfair. So someone on Reddit posted some pictures of some ridiculously priced cabinets, like ridiculously priced cabinets. And they have some interesting names on them. Now, this Redditor claimed that these names were the names of missing girls, that this was some sort of conspiracy theory that Wayfair is selling these girls online, and some people even think they're shipping around in these cabinets. Yes, because that makes a ton of sense. Shipping people in cabinets. So people that were researching this looked at the names of these cabinets and found that they matched with missing girls. Names like Naraya, Yuritsa, Alvia, and Samiyah. And Samiyah's got a message for you.
And I was never even missing to begin with. That's the whole, like, what? Y'all sound retarded.
That's right. Samiyah, who is the girl in that picture, says she was never missing at all. It's like PizzaGate 2.0. If you forgot about PizzaGate, it's that theory that Hillary Clinton and other prominent Democrats were selling children out of a pizza parlor in DC. Yes. And look, everyone loves a good conspiracy theory. They're kind of interesting. I want to know what's in Area 51 just as much as the next guy, but the problem with these theories are that people tend to act on them. Pizzagate wasn't that big of a deal until someone actually showed up at the restaurant with an assault rifle and demanded to see where the kids were being held. Yes, really. These conspiracy theories actually really kind of piss me off. I've spent years working as a filmmaker, creating little mini documentaries and trying to help organizations in nonprofits that help sex trafficking victims. And these conspiracy theories just, they hurt the whole cause. They make people think that, oh, that's just a conspiracy, that's not going on. And they waste a lot of time and a lot of effort. People have to debunk these ridiculous theories when there are thousands of kids being trafficked in this country. For real, and no one cares about them. But people spend all this time and money looking into these stupid theories. And it's not just my opinion that this is ridiculous. I have friends, and I've worked with tons of people who work with trafficking victims. I had a friend of mine who's a detective, and he actually spent hours and hours and hours looking into this conspiracy theory, and he couldn't find anything. And he is a renowned expert on sex trafficking here in the States. I mean, he travels to departments all around the country and teaches them how to help real sex trafficking victims here in the US that really need it. I mean, you might not know about trafficking, maybe this is the first time you've heard of it, but it's a huge problem in the US. Like, I've met so many trafficking victims, I've heard their stories, and they're just horrible. And I've talked to people who are, people think that, sex trafficking, it's just something that only happens to people that, maybe have a rough background or this or that, and that definitely exists, but it happens all over the country. I mean, I've talked to people who, their parents traffic them. And I've also talked to people whose kids got taken from them at church camps. Like, it happens to so many people, and there are real stories out there that this is going on. And when there's, just crap out there like this Wayfair thing, it kind of takes away from their stories, and that's really crappy that someone would do this just for financial gain. The thing is, conspiracy theories in the wave of the internet, like, they're worth a lot of money. So this Wayfair conspiracy theory is very new. I think I've only heard about it in the last couple of days, but as you can see, there's a video here. This guy made a video about it. He has 144,000 views in one day. One day, all right? There was a documentary called Plandemic that came out a couple weeks ago before YouTube pulled it down. And I think in the first day or so, it had like 1 million views. And it was totally debunked. I mean, it was completely ridiculous, this documentary. But it had so many views on it and so many downloads that I'm thinking whoever put that together made a lot of money off of spreading those lies. And same thing with the Pizzagate. I mean, I've read fake news writers, people who run fake news websites that spread some of the Pizzagate stuff, and at the time, their websites were making like $50,000 a month just making up fake news articles. And this documentary that I saw, there was a Pizzagate documentary on Facebook, same thing as Plandemic. I mean, millions and millions of views before it got pulled down. I mean, there's a lot of money in that, and it's a lot of money that it's a lot of money in just bullshit. Like, these people are trying to get clicks. They're trying to get you to pay attention to them so they can make money off of you. And that take money away from, if you really cared about sex trafficking, there's a million organizations here that need your help now. So sorry if this video seems a little rambly. I gotta say, this really does piss me off. You know, I've talked with so many victims who have trouble being believed. And, you know, I talked with a victim who was told by a judge that he doesn't believe she was trafficked and thought she enjoyed being raped at 16. A judge said that. And so stuff like this really pisses me off. If you do want to learn more about trafficking, you can check out the Austin 20, which is a group I've been working with for years. There's also international groups like Shared Hope International. And there's a ton of organizations around the country that I'll put some links to them in this video, but definitely learn more because this is going on, but this Wayfair stuff is complete bullshit. Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete and listening to my news and politics rant. It's nice to be able to share my opinion with you. If you haven't already, check out some more videos floating around here. Subscribe to my channel, shoot me a like, and leave a comment. I want to know, what do you think?